Hi everyone, this is meowmurai. Let's check out Doom 2 Ray Traced running on PC. Alright, oh actually, let's take a look at our options. So we're running in 1440p with VSync on. You can run FSR2 or DLSS2. Since I have an NVIDIA card, that makes more sense to run DLSS or DLSS. We're going to pick the balance presets. We're going to leave frame gen on or off. It's not really necessary. The game runs plenty fast. I don't think it's even possible for this game to drop. At least with the settings the way they are. We have some scaling options too, since this is based on GZ Doom. And yeah, let's check it out. So yeah, like anything that runs RTX, you'll have to wait a little bit for the shaders to compile. But this also combines a new lighting engine along with the 3D voxels, or the 3D voxel models. So you're not just getting the enhanced lighting effects here. You're also getting the voxel models for the to replace the original 3D sprites. And since the original game doesn't really feature any lighting data like this, these modders had to kind of come up with their own version of lighting and how they thought it would look. So yeah, technically this is not exactly true to the original developer's vision. But at the same time, it is kind of nice to see somebody else's take on what the levels would look like if they, if they had a little bit more power behind them. And again, it's not perfect, but it is, just an interesting way to sort of revisit the titles. And I actually haven't played a whole ton of Doom 2. I mainly played Doom 1 a lot. Yeah, even on my system, it runs really, really smooth. And again, since it's GZ Doom, we have controller support. We can look up and down, although it doesn't necessarily affect the gameplay. Since the gameplay is still based on its original 2D logic. I do think the voxel sprite replacement's a pretty nice touch. They still move in their, they're still animated in their, kind of rough bitmap animation. They still look the same essentially as far as the animation is concerned. But they're actually fully 3D models. seeing them from all angles, and they're all not always facing you front on like the traditional sprites were. This kind of work's also been done for things like Duke Nukem. Again, it's not perfect, but I think it looks pretty good. You know, considering the age of this game, and the fact that everybody's working for free for this, for these projects, it's I think it's pretty reasonable how things look, how things behave. Got a little Serious Sam icon there. The red key. I thought we could just open it, right? No. Shows you how much I played this game. Like I said, I never really did play that much Doom 2. You can see there's like you know, this red light peering out here. Again, this data doesn't exist in the original game, so this really all had to be made from scratch. I just figured out where these lights would actually be placed, and you know, how bright they would be. Am I losing my mind? What? Oh, well. I thought there was a way out. Oh. I still think the head bobbing was a mistake. I mean, it does look really, really silly. Yeah, I don't remember it being this complicated to open the next door. Oh, I forgot you can crouch too. It's such a weird thing to do in Doom. I'm definitely not used to it. What the heck? Huh. Where the hell am I going? Oh, yeah, it's got interesting effects here. Why isn't it opening? I have the key. Also, it's interesting to think that this was originally supposed to be like a scarier game. It's supposed to give you like a bit more of a horror vibe. I think the lighting here, I mean, you can kind of see it. But of course, I had a certain amount of action to it, so... Oh, there we go. Wow, it's so weird it wasn't working before. I was like, am I going crazy? Why can't I open the door? Yeah, I think the voxel models look pretty good. Sometimes they break up a little bit when you get a little close to them. But I don't think it's much to complain about. I mean, look at this. This is pretty cool looking. It still retains its original pixelated look, but still being a 3D object. There's all sorts of light that's bouncing across the walls. It does have modern controller support, although things like rumble and adaptive triggers are, obviously not on the table. Oh my god. Okay. Sometimes auto run is a curse and not a blessing. It's kind of interesting what what the modders envisioned the lighting would be like. I don't know if the original creators of it would have made it look this way. We'll never know. I mean, that whole team has been spread to the winds. Again, pretty decent, and thankfully because all the geometry is really simple. Things like RTX can run pretty good. Full RTX is usually really difficult, and it usually occurs like a 20 frame cost to it at least 20 frames, sometimes more, depending on how well it was implemented. But here, I'm just running on a 4070, so certainly not the latest card, not the most powerful. And it still runs without a hitch, and really not too bad. Usually these mods, when they come out, although this mod's been out for a little while, usually takes like a year or two for them to become stable. And I think this is pretty stable as far as our play is concerned. We're gonna go through everything, I guess. Yeah, unfortunately for Doom 1, you can pick voxel models, or you can pick somebody who's done an RTX mod for Doom 1, but not both. So you don't get, unlike Doom 2 here, where you get both the voxels and the RTX lighting. Yeah, you don't get the same treatment out of Doom 1 until somebody goes in there and makes that one of their projects. But it's nobody's project right now, as far as I know. I mean, this one just kind of got started. Why isn't the switch activating? I thought it was supposed to activate, no? this was supposed to activate. What the hell am I missing now? I forgot they added a jump too. Yeah, there's so many things they added to Doom 2. Or at least this version of Doom 2. Obviously, the original Doom 2 didn't have a jump. Oh. I swear to God, these things are supposed to activate. Think it's a bug? This might be a bug. Huh. Oop. I know, I'm totally lost. I have like absolutely zero recollection of Doom. Or of Doom 2. How the hell did you get up there? Hmm. Yeah, I'm not a super fan of voxels, but it is kind of cool what they did with these models. And that way you can, have them, cast their own shadows, and the lights can bounce off of them, and, things that just really, it would have been kind of difficult with the original bitmaps. Like I said, am I going crazy? I thought this came down. It is, I've forgotten how to play Doom 2. I wonder if it's just broken, like the level's just broken. Because that switch is supposed to take you... Yeah. I thought this worked. No? Switch. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Look at that, am I going crazy? I remember that working. I mean, good thing this level takes like 30 seconds to run, but still. shooting with the pea shooter. There we go. Why wasn't that working before? Well, like I said, going crazy. That's what I get for using my clogged up memories to try to remember how to play this game. It's amazing how fast first-person shooters used to be. I mean, they didn't really exactly run this fast. You know, if you had a 46DX, you know, I mean, you were maybe doing 30 frames. Maybe occasionally you'd see like 32. You know, it was before the age of graphics cards, so everything was CPU dependent. God, I can't even remember what was my first graphics card. It was a Voodoo FX, I think. And then GL Doom came out. We can enjoy some fast running but very blurry graphics. But we were happy for it. It's like, oh man, I can finally run this game without it looking 100% blocky. Now it's only 20% blocky. How did I see the red door? I saw it at one point in time. I mean, it's a literal maze game. Need a gold door. It's the beginning. Oh yeah, that's right. There was a switch to raise the platform again. There we go. Doesn't look like a switch. The way the lighting is set up, it looks like a light source. It's almost harder to play it this way since now I think things that are switches are lights and things that are lights are just lights. And that's definitely not the case. Ugh. Alright, well, that's probably enough of that. So why don't we stop it there? This is meowmurai. You've been watching Doom 2, and this is the GL version. We're running a mod to give it both the voxels and the ability to use RTX effects. So if you have a compatible card, either AMD style if you want to use FSR2, or NVIDIA if you want to use DLSS. Take a look at the options again. It works pretty good. I think it's pretty simple to install. It's just follow the instructions. It's very straightforward. And as long as you own a copy of Doom 2 or Doom 1, you can just copy over the mod files from Doom 1 or Doom 2. Well, actually from Doom 2 for this particular mod. There's not like a whole lot of options left, so there's probably still a little bit more work to be done, but I think for the most part it's stable. I mean, we've been running it without much of an issue, at least for the first couple levels. Unfortunately for Doom 1, you only have a choice of using voxel models or having RTX. Unlike Doom 2, the modders didn't work on having both on at the same time, so maybe that'll come in the future for Doom 1, I don't know, but for now, Doom 2 I think works pretty well. If you want to use some of the mods for Doom 2, some additional levels. It's kind of hit or miss whether or not you're going to get the same sort of results as you would from the base game. I think the base game basically works. Maybe there's one or two models that are a little funky, but for the most part, I think it's fine. But again, for mods, your mileage may vary. Like I said, I'm running on a 4070 with an i9 that's running at I think it's 1.4 gigahertz. So I don't really need frame gen. I'm also limiting it to 1440p with VSync on. I don't think most people who own an RTX style card, certainly in the 40 series, are going to worry about using the or having to sacrifice their frames. It's going to run plenty fine, even with voxels taking up quite a bit of CPU. But yeah, other than that, check it out for yourself. Again, make sure you have GL Doom or GZ Doom. You're going to need the latest RT lighting patch, and then also the this patch, which does the RTX lighting and the 3D models. So check it out for yourself and have some fun. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.